What's up, YouTube? So, in this video, we're going to be taking a look at the Raiders offense before the Miami Dolphins play them this week. Now, I am recording this as of Tuesday, so I don't know if Derek Carr is going to be playing or not. Right now, his playability is still questionable. Availability, I should say. Because it is a pretty significant groin injury, it sounds like, but it does sound like he's trying to play. But we'll go ahead and take a look at some of this game with Mariota, and then we'll look at a bit of another game, too, with Derek Carr. That way we kind of know with both. It should be Mariota, right? Yes. So, for me, regardless of who's at quarterback, this is what scares me the most, their run game. We're going to have to do a really good job of maintaining our gaps this week. Josh Jacobs can really hurt you, and this offensive line is pretty good. So we're going to have to play disciplined. And we're going to have to do everything we can to try to stop this running game, or at least slow it down. And if Marcus Mariota is playing, this opens up this issue right here. His scrambling ability. Now this video isn't going to be as long as my Dolphins ones, y'all know that. It's just to get an idea of what they're about. And we pretty much know what they're about. Let me go ahead and look at their receiver stats. Waller is going to be a problem at receiver. Aguilar's had a pretty good year as well. Those are pretty much the real threats in their receiving core. Now, obviously, Renfro can get open on you, but Darren Waller can really hurt you, though. Hopefully, Eric Rowe / Jerome Baker can have an okay day against him. Probably Eric Rowe for the most part. We've got to get pressure this game too, and we've got to try to keep him in the pocket if Mariota ends up being the starter. Because Mariota ain't trash. And Miami hasn't exactly done too well against mobile quarterbacks either. And Derek Carr can hurt you with his legs too. Although I don't know if he will hurt us with his legs with the groin injury he has. Now, I'm not particularly scared of Mariota or Derek Carr's arm. They can definitely hurt you, but I don't think they're, amazing, especially in comparison to some of the quarterbacks we've played against, particularly Mahomes. But plus, I feel pretty confident in our defensive backs to kind of help with that a lot. We just really need to bring pass rush. And if Mariota's starting, we've got to try to keep this in check somehow. I might even be a little bit more afraid of Mariota than Derek Carr, to be honest. Just because we haven't done well against running quarterbacks. Matchups make fights. But if we can do this against them, this is the guy I'm afraid of, Josh Jacobs. And this offensive line. If we can keep them in check, if we can maintain our gaps, I think we should be okay. But he can dime me a little bit, and that was pretty good coverage. Hopefully Eric Rowe can kind of help us with that. It's going to be a tough game. Let's be honest. Do on time. I like these ones to be around 10 minutes-ish. Let's find a longer drive. This one will work. And we'll watch a little bit of a Derek Carr game too. Yeah, that scares me right here. These quarterback runs. Because he can really hurt you like this. And he's fresh, too. So I played one game. Interesting how Nelson Aguilar fixed his drop problems after he got out of Philly. I ain't too afraid of Jason Witten, though. It's that man right there. Now, Jason Witten, in his prime, absolutely. But Waller, man. That's a scary matchup. Hopefully Eric Rowe could try to help us out. But that was Nazir Adderley just now. Ugh. We're going to need a lot of that. Either way, I want to make the Raiders beat us with the passing game. Because Derek Carr and Marcus Mariota are known for making bad decisions in the pass game. And I want to force them into doing that. We've got to keep this in check, the run game. Kind of like the Chargers are doing. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and go to a different game with Derek Carr. What would be a good one? You know what? Let's watch the Chargers. Let's find a decent drive. Here we go. I think this will be pretty good for disparity. We cannot allow them to do this to us. We cannot let him get going. It's the scariest thing about the Raiders is their running game. That's probably pretty realistic for us. We tend to leave a lot of the stuff open in the flats. Hopefully we can tackle when we do that. I want to bring a lot of pressure to Mariota or Derek Carr, like I've been saying. Good tackling there from the Chargers. We just got to play disciplined, physical football, maintain our gaps, do your job, stop the running game as much as possible, and try to rush Derek Carr or Mariota into making bad decisions, and try to keep them in the pocket as much as possible, especially Mariota. But Derek Carr can scramble out and hurt you a little bit too. Now in the passing game, Derek Carr does scare me a little bit more than Mariota. For sure. I think that's kind of okay. I think we'll watch a little bit more. But I think we pretty much have an idea of what the Raiders are offensively. I mean, let's look at the numbers for this game real quick. Derek Carr, 165 yards. See, if we can keep them to this, I think we'll be okay in the running game. Yeah. I think if we can maintain that, I think we'll be okay. The Chargers were able to challenge them both times, and the Chargers won their second matchup. I think if we can keep their running game as minimal as possible, I think we will be fine. And then just really bring pressure on whichever quarterback ends up starting. Again, if it's Mariota, we got to try to keep him in the pocket as much as possible. Stay disciplined. Don't let him run all over us. He's going to get plays here and there, of course, but I feel like if our defense plays to how they can play, I think we should be fine. So, yeah. Anyway, I think that's pretty much going to be it for this video. If you liked it, I appreciate you hitting that like button. If you have any questions or comments, leave the comments down below. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.